Okay. Invitation. You're invited to the Fortunatus Ball, the Celestial Ballroom, the Grand Observatory of the House Soria. Guests of honor, Taros Colvin of House Colvin, Lania Preus of House Montfort, Seno Juvenal of the House of Juvenal, Clara Soria of the House Soria. Oh, and presenting. Sorry, those were the guests of honor presenting. Music by the Orchestra Cuvier, the Soria Ensemble. Entertainment, the Right Baron's Players. A Scion's Will. Baron, it's my understanding that alchemists must pass a difficult course of study in the Imperial University, and therefore only a small number graduate. That is correct. And therefore, alchemists tend to keep track of each other, even as they spread across the city. Oftentimes. It follows then, would it not, that the alchemists of a house like House Colvin would be aware of that another house like Van Tassen had a new alchemist. Taros, I see where this is going, and I want to say. And yet, I'm surprised to say my alchemist somehow neglected to keep this in mind, and did nothing to detain or incapacitate him during this time. How strange, don't you think? I've explained this. We made our best attempt, but he slipped away somehow. If you'd notified me sooner that the shipment of ore was missing. Excuses. I only hear excuses from you. Please, young Taros, must I remind you that your father and I... My father should have gotten rid of you long ago. You're not fit to mention his name. You fancy yourself a strategist, but your console is worth less than your alchemy. Leave me. You're making a mistake, Taros. I said leave. Alright, so we got Sigmar's Garden, but I'm not going to touch it. So we got Mist of Hallucination. When you first suggested getting a mannequin, I thought you were joking. I wasn't. It was useful for finishing Clara's dress, wasn't it? Yes, it was, but I hardly expected you to consider such matters. Now that the dress is done, we could dispose of it. No, I have a use for it as soon as I finish this formula. Should I be alarmed? No, or maybe, maybe. Maybe only, but just a little. Let's see, can I, there we go. Hoi! Oh, okay, actually no. Yeah, no, this is Brabble. Okay, so we're gonna need this. So I'm gonna make, this isn't so bad. It's mostly just getting it into position that's going to be the problem. I guess it's not so bad. Okay, so we want just one of these. That's all I need. Let's see. So I've got to make... I'm gonna make this. This might actually be really, really easy. Let's see how this works. Alright. Probably gonna need a piston arm for this one. Maybe? Hard to say. I guess I could just put that right there. Do I need a piston for this? I don't know if I need a piston for this one. Let's see. But it might be easier. How do I do this? Because I need to do... I probably want to start with the hard one first. That way that clears up space and I don't have something sitting around. Though I guess it wouldn't really clear up space. It just would be easier to build this formation and then build this tail on top of it, because all I'd have to do is just put it here, add another bit, and rotate it. Would that fit? Yeah, that would fit. I don't know how much space this is going to save me. I'm going to get rid of the piston arm for now. I might be able to do this with a totally regular arm. It's going to be tricky, though. Be right here, probably. Okay, pick up, rotate, 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 reset, pick up, rotate, 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 Q, then reset. Nope, gotta rotate this one more time. Okay, so we need 3. Am I building this right? You know, that's one thing, because I can't flip this. So I have to make sure I build this in the right direction. Because in the end, I'm going to have something like this. With this at the end. Yeah, no, this is the right direction. Awesome. Okay, so reset, pick up, rotate, rotate. We'll drop. And then same deal. Rotate again. QQ. Reset. Okay, so then all I have to do is just get... Oh... This is why I need a piston. Pistons are expensive. Can I... No. See, do I have a hard time with the aspect of spatial reasoning when I rotate the object mentally? Mainly, I just automatically flip things in my head. So... I guess for frame of reference here, I do a lot of stuff in Photoshop and Illustrator, which rotation and orientation doesn't matter. I can just press a hotkey, and the entire canvas, the entire object that I'm working with flips. And so I never need to think about this or worry about it. So, you know, square peg, round hole, except for it's all round holes. It's just, you have to have the right kind of round. No, that probably doesn't make that much sense, but... Yeah, so... I have to have some means of retrieving this. So this either... I mean, luckily I can just copy these over to a convenient location, but either... how much is a piston? So I could have... I've got 2 track. I could just do more track instead. But it would cost potentially more space. Do I trash this? Because... Yeah, it's probably easier to trash this, given the situation, and kind of start over, because this is a really easy starting process. The main problem is I'm working on a diagonal. It makes it much harder to use a track to connect these. Now what I could do is actually just move this here. No, this is still going to be a problem. 9 times out of 10, a piston will be cheaper than a track. Maybe. Yeah. In this case, no. Well, no. I need to do this anyway. Now, here's the question. Is that fine? So if I start with this, it would be on the wrong side. So I have to build it out this way. So if I switch this to be on this side, maybe this will be easier to consider. Okay. I guess if I build it this way, I'd probably want to start with the metal first. Because then all I have to do is just do... Certainly makes it easier. Because then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then rotate it a bunch, and then just tack on the... Oh! Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Actually, looking at this, starting with the metal for this one first is easier. Or starting with this last. So we do the wind loop. No. Well, I guess what I could do, actually, really simply, is make the metal first. Okay. So we're going to minus, rotate, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop, rotate, rotate, pick up, rotate, drop. Okay, so there, that gets us our element. Then we make the, then we make the air chain and just cram it down? Maybe? Let me see. Just tuning into this, can you explain how this works? This is alchemy through programming. As simple as I can come up with the definition. Okay, so now that we've done that, the main problem is I will have 3 here. So I guess what I should probably do, so I drop it there. We want to go plus extend, pick up, rotate, shrink. Yeah, the main problem is my layout with this is causing problems here. This is going to take longer to program, but that's fine. Shrink minus reset. Okay, so we'll end up with that there. Which is, I guess, sort of fine. Oh. How about this? Instead of shrink minus, pick up, rotate, or shrink. rotate, 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 extend, reset. Okay, that'll leave it there, and then all I have to do is just make the shape and then bring it back in. And that's not too much space. Perfect. Okay, so then there, we pick up, rotate, rotate, reset, pick up, rotate, rotate, there, reset, something like that. Gotta do a second one. Oh, no, I don't at all. These are completely extraneous. I don't need these, period. Okay, perfect. So then we reset, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop, I think this works. Okay. Piss. I really did build it backwards. Okay. Well, that actually makes this easier. But this is the problem I run into. I flip things wrong in my head. So I can get rid of this at the very least. So all we need to do is go back to this one here. Back to here. So we shrink, rotate, rotate, reset, pick up, right, right. There we go. Okay, so now that's the right shape. We have to pick up... It's this one. This is the one that I have to work off of. So instead of resetting, we drop, rotate, rotate, pick up. Probably don't need that then. Or this. Which means these aren't going to work. Because what I have to do is flip this around so I can jam the other two bits right on. It's an awkward setup, but I can do it. I'm just trying to figure out how to smoothly rotate this. I guess, honestly, not even dropping this. I should probably do maybe this. Oops. This is dumb. Okay, maybe let's move here. Okay, so we pick up, bring that back. Rotate. Maybe what I should do is that initial rotation here. Because we want to rotate it over this spot to conserve space. Okay. Hold on. This was one too many. I think this works. Because then it drops. Okay. And then all I have to do is just kind of continue the same cycle. With a pickup, rotate, rotate, drop. Yeah, I don't know if there's much else I can do here. Now the last challenge, and this one's kind of butts, is I have to get one of these here. Oh, am I working off of the wrong side? Oh, god damn it, I did it again. I misjudged which ones I was using for which spots and... Fuck. You know, I was talking about flipping and rotating and I read these symbols wrong because they keep getting covered. And look at all this. Actually, this isn't so bad. But yeah, I made a massive goof because I wasn't reading which... I was trying to build for this. Like a dumbass. Which I succeeded at. Okay. Let's rethink. Okay, so we need another arm for this one. I'm just gonna move this down. Move this over. I guess this needs to be on a track or it's going to be mad at me, so I'm just gonna give it a stupid track. I guess actually what I should probably do is make it circular in nature. Okay, there we go. So... cannot extend or retract. Oh. Okay. So what I could probably do is what I did earlier, because we end up using the space anyway. Okay, so really I just need to go here, grab all of these, move this over, so we rotate one more, extend, drop, or I guess reset. Put that there. And then all I have to do is just collect it. Except for then things start getting dumb. Okay. Rotate, rotate. Drop. Right? So something like that. Okay, there we go. And this time, it's pointed the wrong, right direction. And we're hooking off of this one. So this actually ends up being a little easier? Because then I just have to rotate everything around. Okay. So we're holding it here, so we gotta... something like that. Okay. We gotta have at least one more of these in here before I start rotating everything around, though. Nope. One more. And this is one too many. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to this section. I want to make sure that I'm not, like, going outside an area that I wasn't kind of gonna use anyway. No, I was gonna use this area. Okay, so then all we have to do is just add a blue, and then get one of these in somehow. Yeah, that's a bit cramped. Okay, well, one way or another, reset, pick up, rotate, rotate, drop. And then all I have to do is just get this over here. So how do we get that over there? I have a lot of options. I could easily just pick up and then swoop around, but that would add a lot to my area. Do I just do it? Yeah, screw it. To some degree, I have to respect my own time. Okay, so we'll be here. So we'll do drop, rotate, rotate, rotate. Extend, extend, pick up, rotate, 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 retract, drop? Something like that. Woo. Okay, one too many extensions, apparently. Okay, so it extends, it picks up, rotates, rotates. Too many rotations. Retract, drop. Oh. It goes the other way. So that's much easier. Mostly. Okay, so we get to this point. And we rotate this twice. That should work. And that gives me plenty of room to retrieve this, get it in here, and then bung it straight in. Should be good. Let's get rid of arm number 2. Okay, so we drop it. It's there. We go minus, rotate, 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 pick up, right, 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 right. It's not drop, I know. Oops, one too many rotations. No, it's actually much easier if I do the extension system that I had earlier. So we rotate, 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 extend, pick up, rotate, 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 retract. And it's not a drop here. It's just... Well, in that case... Rotate... a bunch of these. I mean, I could very easily actually just put this over here. Maybe? That might take more room, though. Oh. I dropped it. I'm not supposed to drop it. Eeeh. Yeah. I mean, if this is going to be what I'm holding in the end, lovely. I mean, I could kind of put it right there. No, 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 no. This is the one I'm going to be holding. Maybe it's something like that? Get rid of those and just go straight here. Oops. Got rid of too much. Pick up, rotate, rotate. Shrink. Okay, it shrinks. This isn't reachable from here. But it could be. No, it couldn't be. Son of a... So what I originally had with this is probably the best spacing, otherwise it just ends up stupid. Okay. So we just rotate one more and reset. I think this will work. Works enough. It's not the smallest, but it's definitely probably one of the cheaper that I could have gone with. I could almost have done this with one arm. I like this squiggle at the end whenever I do these to, like, save space. It's not exactly the prettiest, but it works. Would it actually be easier? Okay, let's go to this section right here. Okay, so that shrinks. Instead of this dumb thing, how about let's just extend and rotate by one? Okay, so that shrinks. We drop, rotate, extend, pick up, and there we go. That's probably going to look a lot smoother. Okay, correction. Yeah, that looks a lot smoother. Instead of the stupid thing, we'll just do this. Okay, let's speed up. I think it actually saves me well, yeah, that saved me like 4 spaces just by having it rotate there. I could maybe save a little bit more space again by hitting those like major points and rotating from there. I should have paid attention to that instead of the weird zigzag patterns like this here. Probably would have taken the same amount of time if I had extended and found the actual rotation axis and going from there. But it might have saved me some area. Oh well. During the battle with House Colvin, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible, even if we could not adequately defend them. Remember that. Are you planning a similar strategy? Something like that. The enclosed environment here is a better place for it anyway. Still can't imagine it delaying someone for long. It's not really for delaying. We should be long gone before anyone gets here. You have a more obscure purpose in mind. I do. You'll see. I want there to be a legit cutscene at the end of all of this. There's not going to be, which makes me kind of sad, but I'd love it.